Mercy from Enemy Contact here to instruct you about basic turret operations and what that consists of. You will approach the turret and you're going to press down the F button and look for Enter the Turret. You will left mouse click and you will enter the seat. The airlock's going to lock to segregate you from the ship. What that looks like is this. Now you can see that the turret is protruding from the ship on the port side versus the right side where there's no turret operator and it's neatly tucked into the ship. So now you know you're in the turret. I pressed F4 to go back in and out of that vision, so you can actually like cycle through like different looks of the ship. So that helps you too. You could actually press F4 and look around. Now I press F4 again. Now I look to see that the turret is not turned on. I could either exit the ship or power on. These other options here, you could change them, but they're useless unless you power on the turret. So let's turn on the turret and let's see what we got.
Enfield Aerospace, all systems online.
Now up here in the left part of the HUD, you can see the outline of the Carrack. You can also see this little white line right here. What this does is it tells you the orientation of the turret. That means I'm facing directly port. Now if I move my turret to the right, towards the forward part of the ship, you see that the triangle or the little vision moves. I could cycle towards the left and it goes towards the aft of the ship. Notice I'm saying aft, starboard, port, and forward. These are callouts. You can't really say left, you can't really say right, because if you say left, then your left is going to be somebody else's right. However, port is just port. It is the left side of the whole ship, so that everybody identifies port is left. Alright, and if you forget that, remember that port is a 4-letter word and it's just left. That's simple. Starboard is going to be the right side of the ship. With that being said, let's look at the ship or the turret systems here. Now, if I hold down the left button, I will fire. You can tell I already have it set to fire oscillating here. So one side of the gun is going to be firing while the other one takes the turn, right? So if I fire slowly, you can see that they take turns, right? So that's what's going on there. Now I could hold down the fire button, it does this. I could also burst it with one click. Alright, so I'm going to press down the F button and I'm going to go and look for switch fire mode. I'll click switch fire mode. What this does is it'll make them fire at the same time. So if you see that, no matter what, they shoot at the same time. This isn't as efficient because if you see I leave a little trail there of bullets flying. It's not as efficient as if having it oscillate, because if you have it isolate, you'll be able to get more shots on target while a target is moving. Alright, what is gyro mode? Gyro mode is basically a mode that helps the pilot aim for you. If you enable gyro mode, while the ship is turning, it moves the turret for you to maintain its angle. So like if I want to maintain this ship angle right here, I just enable gyro mode and then somebody will fly for me, and basically this angle right here will always stay the same. What this does is it enables the pilot to basically aim for you. Like if the pilot wants to keep the ship in a certain way while piloting, they could basically say, hey, there's a enemy vanguard in front of me, just aim forward. And then you don't have to move the turret that much. You'll just do like micro adjustments, right? And then basically the pilot's going to move for you. I don't recommend having gyro mode on anyway. You should basically keep that off because you should be actively looking for targets that are being called out. Now you have increased sensitivity and decreased sensitivity. I recommend increasing this as high as you can go, because using a mouse and keyboard, it's really simple. Using a joystick, it's also simple. You could also reset sensitivity if it's too fast for you. I personally don't mind. I think having the highest sensitivity helps a lot because you could follow a ship that basically jousts you. Jousting is when a ship comes head on directly from you and they basically miss your ship. What that means is like they're going to be going at a very high velocity. Basically double, because whatever your ship speed is, their ship is going the opposite direction. You're going to want to turn fast, so you should have a high sensitivity. You want to be able to follow that ship so that your pilot has time to turn around. You still have coverage for your pilot. Alright. So that basically covers out a lot of the basic components of turret operation. You just need more practice, I would say. What you need to do now is say you're done. Let's power off. You could also exit your ship or your turret this way. And that's going to pull the turret in. And it's going to open the airlock and you're free to go. Alright, this concludes the basic tutorial for how to use a turret for enemy contact. Thank you all for watching, and